Okay, so after hurting ourselves a little, we finally managed to get the Smolensk. Ouch, boy, that wasn't easy. But here we are. We do have a very, very good ship. It's absolutely excellent, and it's really really appropriate for tier 10, because just look at the matchmaking we have here. 3 destroyers on our team, 4 on the enemy team. Half of them are Shima. Let's have fun with that thing. But let's start by taking a look at the stats of that thing, because it's really important. It does have a few interesting things, and also, yeah, a couple of things that you want to really watch out for. So here we are, let's take a look at the Smolensk. It does have an awful survivability. 2 battleship salvos are enough to take you down, because do not fool yourselves, they will not overpen you, they will deal full damage. The good news is you do have excellent maneuverability, something that you even want to improve, because your acceleration is not very good, and your traverse, well, you want to squeeze as much maneuverability as you can, because that's everything you got to escape those battleship shells. Okay, the guns, 16 130mm guns, range of a little bit below 12 kilometers, that's alright, but a reload of 5 seconds and a fire chance of 5 seconds, that's giving you almost 9 fires per minute. That's something you can actually improve with your equipment setup. With your edit bonus, sorry. So that thing is completely broken in terms of damage. You will deal a lot more fire than Worcester, and keep in mind that you also have a turret traverse of 30 degrees, and that makes you an excellent destroyer hunter, because you will be able to execute evasive maneuvers while deleting a destroyer in 2 or 3 salvos, so that will take you 15 seconds, because you do have an absolutely amazing AP DPM of 90,000. That thing is incredibly good at dealing damage and deleting destroyers. Now, no secondaries, no auto-secondaries, that was expected. Torpedoes are quite average, they're Russian, range of 6 kilometers still, so that's quite nice. So what's this ship apart? It's DPM, well, we know about it. The fire chance is absolutely immense, that's the highest in the game, so that's very good. In terms of AA, you're actually doing okay, because you can improve it with your AA skill, so you can actually double it to get to acceptable values, but there is one thing that makes that ship very special. Let's take a look at it right now. And it's the accuracy. It's absolutely incredible. It sits at 90%. I've tested it against my beloved Bayern and the Alabama at 11 kilometers, and yeah, 90% of those 16 shells fired every 5 seconds are actually hitting their target. So it's effectively possible to delete a destroyer in 15 seconds with that thing, and that's what you will be doing. You're not going to be improving your accuracy, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. You're already incredibly accurate. You're not going to be improving your reload, because that will make your turrets quite weak. Turret traverse is already excellent at 30 degrees, so I went with the extra AA range, but really that's up to you. Just don't put the accuracy equipment on there. Wait, let's go back to deleting destroyers. Yes, back to the action. So let's go cap B with our destroyer. There's a battleship on the left, there is another one in front of us. It looks like it's a Yamato, and it's a bot Yamato, so that can only mean one thing: let's set him on fire. So we're gonna engage him with HE, never shoot AP at anything else than a destroyer with that thing, because to be honest, when I tested the accuracy, I was not able to finish the Bayern with the AP shells within 7 minutes, so really not good. But what do you want? It's only 150mm guns, but you do have a very good solution against enemy battleships, that is your HE. With your absolutely amazing DPM and your accuracy, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage, and you will set them on fire very easily. So let's clear that Yamato first, and then we'll move on to take care of the other destroyers. There we go, almost over, bye soon. Now one fire, first fire, and he's gone. Alright, so let's move on. Ah, the bot takes him out. Alright. No. So I'm seeing that there is a Shima new Gumo there, so I'm going to reposition myself over there. I am not going to go attack that Montana, because that is not my priority target and is basically running away, so that's perfectly fine. You do not engage battleships with that thing. You simply, yeah, unless you're hiding in smoke, because you do have 2 smoke charges, and that's going to be very helpful when you're engaging battleship. Otherwise, you just focus on destroyers and other light cruisers. So there we go. Where is that thing? I'm asking my CV to go spot it because I do not want to get surprised when I come around that corner. So please, please spot for me. That's all you have to do. Keep those destroyer spots, for fuck's sake. I'm going to get surprised. But here we are. I'm in an excellent platform to get rid of destroyers. I'm not afraid of them, so I'm going to... Yeah, sure enough, that's the first one, and the Shima is next to us. I'm going to handle the Yugumo first. There you go, immediately running evasive maneuvers to present a smaller target to that Shima, and BAM! That's the... Excellent. And now it's the turn of the Shima, and you see that absolutely incredible turret rotation. You can stay on target all the time, and look at that, the front turrets are already back on target, and that's the end of 2 destroyers in 20 seconds. 20 seconds, 2 destroyers. And even though they shot at us, our maneuverability is allowing us to escape. But don't worry, that ship is excellent at dealing with destroyers, but it also has its weaknesses. We're going to see that in a couple of seconds. And that's an interesting way of balancing the game. There are too many destroyers at tier 10, everybody knows that. It's not uncommon to find games with 3 or 4 Shimakazes. In that game we did have 7 destroyers at the beginning of the game. Basically half of the team, so that's completely ridiculous. So Wargaming introduced a ship that is specifically designed to be hunting them. But it does have its weaknesses, and you absolutely cannot engage a battleship with that thing without putting yourself in smoke or having it look at you, because every time it will be shooting at you, you will take full damage, and you're going to see that. I'm going to quit my smoke screen to pursue him. I'm going to engage him, and I know that I will take a salvo, but I'm full HP, so that's perfectly fine. I can do the trade, but I can only do it once. If there had been another battleship, or if I had been in a position where the battleship was able to focus me for more than 30 seconds, then I would be dead, because that's how that ship is actually balanced, if you can call it balanced. You are incredibly strong against destroyer and incredibly weak against battleship. And just look at that. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to present my flank, because I actually want to see how much damage I'm going to take with that thing. And the Montana is going to absolutely destroy me at, I would say, mid-range, short-range, mid-range. So that is something that you absolutely want to avoid with the Smolensk. You never engage a battleship at short-range. I lost 18,000 hit points with that raid. I don't care, I knew I was going to win this one, but still, you see how you have to deal with that thing. And now we can turn and focus our attention back on the midway, because yeah, the priority target for me was the Montana. I absolutely wanted to get rid of him as soon as I could, and now we can actually put our DPM to good use on the midway, and look how quickly it's going down. Jesus Christ, see the damage by level 70, 80,000, big caliber, etc, etc. It's an excellent ship to be dealing damage, and there you go, that's skill number 3, I think. So it's an absolutely excellent ship to be dealing damage, and it fits perfectly into the meta because there are so many destroyers at tier 10. But when you're in a matchup against, I would say, 2 cruisers and 3 battleships, you're going to suffer with that thing. You will have to be really careful. You will have to play the support game. You will have to accompany your team everywhere, because expect to get focused all the time. Okay, end of the gameplay, let's go check the results. So yes, another excellent game in an excellent ship. Really great, because there are simply so many destroyers to hunt with that thing. It's something tier 10 has never liked, is destroyers. And Wargaming has finally begun introducing something else than those tier 9 pseudo-cruiser battleships, small battleships, heavy cruisers, whatever. So this is really a meta-defining ship, it's really excellent. But that does not mean you're going to dive into the game right in the middle of the map and kill everything, because if you plan on doing that, that's not the right ship for you. You will go down very quickly. So you have been warned, use your money wisely. That was DeathFromAbove signing out. Bye bye!